talk about my pregnancy journey and what that looked like for me. And yeah, so I found out that I was pregnant pretty early in my pregnancy. I One significant night I remember is my husband and I were on our way to Chick-fil-A, and like it just seemed like stuff was just spinning, and I was like, Sam, I know I'm pregnant. Like I'm sitting in the car, and I can't remember if we were at a red light or if we were just driving on the street, but I was like, I am pretty sure that I'm pregnant. And he was just like, okay, well, let's try to find out or whatever. So I think I took the first pregnancy test the week that my period was supposed to come, and it was like, nope. And then I think I took it like a few days later, and that was when I found out for sure that we were pregnant. And Sam was home and I was home, and we just took it at the same. I took it when he was here, and we found out at the same time. So yeah, so that's how I found out. So then from there, I got all my ducks in a row, started researching everything that I needed to know about pregnancy, got booked an appointment, and just started praying through the journey. And that's the baby. And okay. And I started praying through the journey and asking the Lord to just bless my pregnancy and birth and all this stuff. So month 1, I just slept a lot. Also, that was another reason why I knew I was pregnant. Like, I would go to work and then I would get home and I would sleep. And then I remember, when I was at work and I worked with kids at the time, we were supposed to draw a picture of our favorite things. And I remember doing the activity with the kids and drawing a picture of my bed. And when I drew a picture of my bed, I was just like, I really have to be pregnant because I'm tired all the time now and all this stuff. And so lo and behold, I was, because it's definitely a symptom of pregnancy. So and normally, like, I'm not a sleepy type person, or I don't sleep often. And so yeah, when I was sleeping often, there was something off. So that was month 1. Month 2 was pretty similar, and then I couldn't eat watermelon, which is my favorite fruit. That was just, and then I can't remember what other food aversions I had. But I do remember, like, throughout my pregnancy, I would crave a lot of cheese, nachos, grapes. So yeah. And then I think month 3, that was pretty much walking into the second trimester. And I think before I got pregnant, I would run. And then when I got pregnant, I would walk, and I would go to the gym and I would do exercise classes. I was doing yoga, cycle class, Zumba, what else? I think that was the only thing. And then, so yeah, second trimester, I continued working out and all that stuff. So then, my second trimester was pretty chill. And I think by this point had seen the provider a few times, but I didn't know the gender just yet. We waited until so I got pregnant. So we waited a few months even after I found out I was pregnant and went to my provider and all that stuff. And so we found out, we had a little cute gender reveal party at the house. and found out it was a boy, and we both were thinking it was a girl. My husband made me think it was a girl, but I remember when I got pregnant, I told myself, my boy is in there. I remember thinking that, but then my husband was like, I wanted a girl. He wanted a girl so bad that it just made me think that we were having a girl. But he was low whenever I would have sonograms, and they would always have to go all the way low. And I was just like, then that typically means it's a boy. But I just ignored those thoughts and was like, it's a girl. And then I continued to work out. And then I didn't really even start showing until I was on month 6 of my pregnancy. So 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Yeah, like I was on, closer to the end before I started showing. And that's typically how it goes for your first pregnancy. So I continued working out, and like I didn't have any problems. I did the gestational diabetes test. I continued to go to my same provider. At the beginning, I do remember being iffy, and then once we talked it out, I was okay, because So then, like, I did have emotional times and stuff throughout my pregnancy, but that was more so towards the middle of my pregnancy. And then towards the end, I just was chilling. And then the very, very end is when I got extremely tired and wanted to have my baby as soon as I could. And so I remained healthy. I would do yoga as well. Towards the end, I did more yoga than anything. And then even the day before the day before I went into labor, I would walk around the neighborhood and stuff too. And so I was huge by this point, walking around the neighborhood. And so, yeah, I had a pretty smooth pregnancy. Didn't have any hiccups or issues, no spotting, no nothing until the end, which was just the high blood pressure, I think. And it was like, I had like 140 over 90. And that's high, but it could be way worse. I've seen way worse on other people. But anyway, that was my pregnancy. It was fun until the end. I swelled up towards the end as well. I did the brewer's diet, which is a really good diet for maintaining all your marking off your clean foods on, on what you should eat and stuff like that. So it was good. I just got really big. And next time, and if there's a next time, I would just hope to lose a lot of weight before I get pregnant, so that I can have less, and so that maybe my birth experience can be different, and so that I could feel more comfortable as well, and hopefully I won't gain, all of the weight that I lost in my pregnancy if I maintain a balanced diet. So yes, and then I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, also too, like I was saying in my birth experience, I read, okay, so it is many weeks later, and I'm just now getting to finish this video, which is totally fine, but so I read the book called Supernatural Childbirth, and it really opened up my eyes to how spiritual childbirth is, and how I wanted a spiritual childbirth, and even just my pregnancy, I wanted it to be spiritual as well. And so I ended up just praying so much through the 3rd trimester, more than I had in the 1st and 2nd. And I know that towards the end of my pregnancy, I had a lot of fear, and I vocalized that in my church small group, and they prayed for me. and it just kept coming, and I kept reaching out to people and having them pray for me. And so I overall enjoyed being pregnant, and it was a blessing for me. It was a huge connection for my son and I. Like I, I really feel like me being pregnant, of course, it naturally brings you and your child together, but it definitely did that for us early on, and there's always going to be that connection that we have. And so I find it a huge, huge blessing to have him, and also a huge blessing to not be pregnant anymore, because towards the end it got uncomfortable for me. So I'm blessed that we are all healthy and safe. And yeah, so like and subscribe, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.